ladies and gentlemen, it is Source Killer 777 at Diamond Helix, and we are going to be doing some Kino Der Toten. This is the start of our Phase 2 of the zombie storyline, basically. That's what I call it. Because basically it is like the Phase 2, kind of like how Marvel does their little thing. Doris was like the Avengers of Phase 1. And here we are in Phase 2, and what was the first movie? I think Iron Man 3 in Phase 2? Well, this is the equivalent of Iron Man 3 then. Except there's no president, and stupid plot holes that make no sense. But it is beautiful, and it is amazing. This is one of my favorite maps, and hopefully we are going to catch up before Black Ops 3. We're literally just 2.5, not even 2.5 weeks away from the launch, and it's going to be legendary. It's going to be amazing. And I cannot wait. Again, can't wait. It's been a very rough couple days for me. Got an iPhone 6s 2 weeks ago. Alright, I was going to use that to record my unboxing of the Juggernaut edition. Now I don't know if that's going to happen. And basically, Apple does not give you a warranty. They give you a warranty, but it only covers like if it just doesn't work out of the box. Basically. So after spending $80 on the taxes alone and then a raised bill, a lot of people, I don't understand the point of insurance. I've had phones for years and never once have I even dropped a phone. But the one time that I was actually even offered insurance, I didn't take it, and that's what happens. Basically, somebody else was holding the phone, it fell into water, and now it's at a repair shop right now, seeing if it's going to be salvageable to be repaired, and what so and so forth, and hopefully it's repairable. But it's going to cost me another $200 to fix the screen if that's the issue. There's watermarks behind the screen. Probably could do that myself. We'll see. But right now, they're doing the water damage tests on it and getting the water out and seeing if they can get it working. It's upsetting. It's a downer. When shit like that happens, it's pretty upsetting. But what can you do? It is pretty aggravating, but yeah, but I don't see the point of insurance, because I guess this is better than doing insurance, because insurance, they expect $250 down, and then in American money, and then they also, your bill goes up monthly, and the bill is already pretty high enough, so I don't see a point in that, but hey, maybe, who knows. I just don't like how things are ran by Apple when it comes to certain things like that. But, it's just me. Well, it's round 3, and staying here is probably not the best option at the moment. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. But yeah, so we'll still try to do the unboxing if the phone is salvageable. But if it's not salvageable, then it's not salvageable. It's not salvageable. Salvageable. Such a funny word. Such a weird way to pronounce it, I guess, for me. But yeah, it's lame. In terms of the street, it is pretty lame. We hope that it makes it through. It's basically on life support at the moment. It's so sad. Very sad. I don't know what they do. All they said is that it's in a machine until tomorrow and stuff. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Yeah. Love spending money I don't have. It's always fun. But shit happens, I guess. We are now on round 4. Kino Der Toten is one of my favorite maps in Zombies. Basically just because of the way how it is. Basically, it's kind of hard to explain. This map was probably played more on Black Ops than any other map, not just because it was the first one on the game, but because it basically was just. This was the map that even when the game got all the DLC, this map was always a go-to. You know, like, oh, let's just do a quick game of zombies. You know, you just jump into this game and you'd be fine. So we got double points. We're gonna get the quick revive while we're over here. Kind of early to get the quick revive, but it is round 5, so yeah, makes sense. Go ahead and get it. I don't know what character we're playing. I think we're playing as Dempsey. My strategy usually consists of basically going room through room each round. So from this round we stay in this room and then go on and on forth. And this is actually one of those really fun maps to do co-op on. Especially in the beginning rounds, because of just you'd have 2 people at the stairway, 2 people at the windows, if you went this way. If you went through the alley, it was different. But in co-op, honestly, I feel like this is a better direction to go if you are playing co-op. I don't think the alley is the best way, in my opinion. The alley, I feel like, is a good solo camping spot if you're in a 4-player co-op, at least in 4-player co-op. It's good for one person to be back there. It's not really good to be back there if you're the only one alive, though. Kind of get screwed over a lot. Usually you're back there. But, happens. It happens. This map was originally supposed to be on World at War. Before there was Doris, this map was in early development, I think. And, yeah, this was the original map that they were going to use, but they ended up not using. So, the more you know. The more you know! So, I'm not going to open that until I have enough for Jug. Just for my own safety. Just for my own safety. Oh, it's dogs. Okay. It is dogs. Doggies are coming. The doggies are coming. The return of the dogs for the 3rd time in a row. However, when Black Ops came out, there was another map that did not have the dogs, and we'll get to that map next in the story. Next in the story of Zombies. So, yeah, I like that little Marvel phase example that I did. So, because it is kind of like that. Not Der Toten was the Iron Man of phase 1 of World at War. And then you got Verrückt, which was like a little, you know, they had Iron Man, it was successful. Then you had the Verrückt, which was like the Hulk. Or maybe it was Thor. Yeah, maybe more like Thor and Verrückt. Shino Numa, you had the whole Captain America type shit, and then you had the Avengers. And I know Hulk is in phase 1, but Incredible Hulk, I'd rather not talk about that film. I wasn't a big fan of that film. Mark Ruffalo does a much better job, I feel like. And it kind of bothers me that that was part of phase 1. That they switched out, even though they switched out actors. Felt like maybe they could go back, and if Mark Ruffalo was up to it, they could have done maybe a Netflix series that kind of scratches out the Incredible Hulk. I don't know. There's a lot of plot holes surrounding that. They never really explain what happens to the Hulk's love interest or anything, because, you know, they're cocksuckers. I could talk about Marvel all day. Let's have a Marvel. Let's talk about Marvel and DC. They have nothing else to talk about. You know? I feel like this series is more than zombies. It really helps you guys to get to know me a little bit. So let's talk about Marvel. Well, really, I've been with Marvel for a few years. Always been a big Spider-Man fan, so yes, I like the Amazing Spider-Man. I like the original Spider-Man movies too. I like them both. And yeah, that's just me. I just, you know, Spider-Man is the OG shit. I had no idea who Iron Man was until the movies. Well, that's not true. I knew briefly about him. But he wasn't really extremely popular until the movie. Since Robert Downey Jr. kind of did that whole thing. And, yeah, I try not to do spoilers of Age of Ultron, but that movie's been out for a while, but, yeah. It wasn't as great as the original Avengers. It had some good moments, it had some really bad moments, and it really just felt like a filler to me to introduce you to Phase 3. I felt like even Ant-Man had more momentum when it came to that, but I don't know. Ultron's supposed to be, you know, like, he's not supposed to have emotion. He's supposed to be a fucking genocide killer. But they made him out to be a joke basically in the entire movie, and I don't like that. I don't like that very well. I don't really like DC's heroes very much, but I do like how gritty and dark their movies can get. That's what I like about them. Especially, you have the Dark Knight movies. The Man of Steel movie was a little bit too... it wasn't dark, but it was just... The way they fucking edited that movie was just so stupid. Like, they made the movie basically like the equivalent of today's black and white movie. It was just like, come on, they should have done a little bit better in that regard when it comes to just basically, they could have made it more colorful. They made it dark with no reasoning whatsoever. Could have been a beautiful movie and still had a dark undertone. I'm more of a Marvel person. I just like Marvel's heroes a little bit better, but I do like DC and how gritty and dark they can get. And, you know, they just don't give a fuck. But Marvel can be like that too, but they just haven't showed it yet in the films, and I hope that changes when we get to Civil War and Doctor Strange. Those movies, basically all of Phase 3 needs to be a dark, gritty thing. Maybe not Guardians of the Galaxy 2, that maybe could stay a little bit lighthearted. But Civil War, I want there to be death, I want there to be destruction. You know, I want there to be like, oh shit moments, like you actually feel like the heroes are in danger. I don't want to feel like, yeah, the good guys win always. Good guys always win, it don't matter. Of course the box is in the alley. Age of Ultron, they killed off Quicksilver, which was kind of stupid. I felt like they should have killed off somebody more bigger on the team, and I felt like Quicksilver should have just took his place. I like Quicksilver. I liked him in Age of Ultron, and I liked him in the Days of Future Past. I liked him in both films. I thought he was good in both of them. However, I don't feel like they did a very good... I don't like how he ended up dying. That was... It's pretty stupid and stuff. I'm also wishing that... I don't understand why Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does not have as great as a budget as, say, Gotham. Like, come on, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s connected to the MCU. Probably should have a higher budget than what it does. But, again, just me. There's just a lot that it seems like they're falling off on that they need to fix before Infinity War. I'm excited mostly for the Doctor Strange movie and the Spider-Man reboot. I know that's a third reboot, but I'm still excited for it. Because now it's back with Marvel, I feel like they can fix it. If they can make Ant-Man as big as they did, I am sure that they can make Spider-Man pretty great compared to what Sony made him. And I know the whole Tobey Maguire movies were good. Third one was questionable at best, but you know, the Andrew Garfield movies I didn't feel like was as bad as people put them out to be. I feel like a lot of the hate just came because of it being a reboot. Just, you know, people love to hate it because of it being a reboot and still being under Sony. But I feel like that will change with Spider-Man and the Disney MCU. I feel like people will be more open to it just because it's Disney that owns it now again. Well, they don't own it, but they're in a deal with Sony, so they kind of have the creative ideas behind it. I do hope to still see a Sinister Six movie. You know, I want to see. There's actually I wish I could see. Some things on my wish list is a Moon Knight series on Netflix. I would like to have maybe the Black Cat series that was rumored to be a movie. I feel like Sony should bring Black Cat to, bring it to Netflix. I think Black Cat would be a very good Netflix series, you know, and it can connect sort of to the whole. It can kind of connect the Defenders a little bit to Spider-Man to the rest of the MCU. I feel like that would be better. Because we're like basically in phase 1. This is like phase 1 of the Netflix series that leads up to the Defenders, and then phase 2, you know, there's rumor of Moon Knight, and I feel like Black Cat or Spider-Man, something in Spider-Man related to Spider-Man would be a good, like, you know, I feel like Black Cat would be a good female lead. She's like an anti-hero, well, more kind of to the villain side, a little bit to a degree, but you know, she's just that lovable villain. Can't wait for Jessica Jones. Never been a fan of her. I never really knew much about her until recently. I'm excited to see Elektra and I'm excited to see Elektra and a little bit of, you know, Punisher in Daredevil season 2. But me, I'm not a huge comic fan. It wasn't until the past couple years that I've started to actually get into the comics. So, excuse my rusty, you know, still rookie pants. I have my rookie training wheels on still, so I'm just saying. Well, we also, another Netflix series I feel like would be good is, I know this is kind of pushing it, but maybe a Daredevil and Spider-Man crossover, either in film or in a Netflix series. I don't know. I don't know what Tom Holland's budget is, but I feel like he's not worth that much to where it'd be out of the question. Because the main reasons why you don't see, say, Captain America in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, it's just basically because of budget. They don't have enough money to pay Chris Evans, yeah, I think that's his name, whatever, that much to be just in a series for 5 minutes. You know, like, even for a cameo, it costs a lot of money to put him in there. And Tom Holland being kind of a newer actor, I don't think he would be too much to put into a Netflix series with Daredevil, at least a cameo, or either vice versa. Maybe Daredevil ends up in the MCU on TV or on the big screen, which would be good. I feel like the Defenders eventually will be on the big screen. Maybe during Infinity War even. Maybe Part 2 of Infinity War will show the Defenders team up with the Avengers. It'd be awesome to have the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Defenders, and Avengers all team up to fight Thanos. That would be a dream come true. That'd be awesome. But I don't know how that would work. I don't know if that will happen. But if it does happen, that would be great. That would be spectacular enough for me. I feel like that would help with the whole not having X-Men characters involved. Yeah. I feel like the movies should also really need to introduce Adam Warlock. But I don't know how they would do that. It seems like Vision kind of took his place. The more I read, the more I realized, man, maybe Vision kind of took that mantle in his storyline of Infinity War. One of the big things I want to see is I want to see Thanos snap his fingers and have the universe be dead like Red Thin in there. Like, that's just how Infinity War starts. Or Infinity War Part 2 starts. I feel like that would be badass. I feel like Infinity War Part 1 will just lead up to... will be about Thanos finding them and them just now finding out about his play. I feel like Part 2 is where the actual big battles and shit will take place. And who knows, maybe some heroes will come back from the dead. I'm thinking maybe Quicksilver might come back, but it's not likely. I feel like if Captain America dies, which in the comics he does, I'm not going to tell you what event or where he dies, but kind of probably already gave it away, but I don't know if he'll die. It might not happen. But if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's just how I feel. We're already on round 12, guys. We're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good. One thing is, I'm hoping, is that they don't fuck up. And I hope Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is worth that. I hope they connect that nicely with the movies. And, yeah, hopefully they do all that right. I'll be kind of upset if they don't. I will be upset. So, with the release of Black Ops 3 in a couple weeks, Halo 5 is coming out in a few days. And because of that, I'll have to take a break from here, and we'll be doing some Halo 5. So I need to record as much of this as possible to release alongside with Halo 5. 9 GB patch for Halo 5 too, which is like, that's a lot. That is a big patch for a day one thing. Like, that kind of shocks me a little bit. Like, you serious? Like, come on. Like, I don't want to pay... Honestly, well, I don't want to... I didn't say... I don't mean pay. But I honestly don't want to sit there and wait an extra hour for a 9 GB download. I don't know. I feel like Halo is kind of faulting back when it comes to certain things. Woo!
Alright, Ray. It's you and me against the world.
And that's one of them. So
You have no chance.
it would be great if they do decently well on Halo 5 more than, but I don't know, Halo's not really as good as it used to be, and I hate to say that. I love Halo. It's what got me into Xbox, to be honest with you. But Halo Reach is always going to be one of my favorites, and Halo Reach is that perfect game I feel like should get an HD remaster. Like, full HD remaster. Get all that treatment, that beautiful treatment that it deserves. Assassin's Creed comes out this week. Unfortunately, I was not able to pick that up. I am sorry. But maybe later in the year we'll go back and do some Assassin's Creed. There's just so much coming out. It's really hard to be able to afford everything and also not have debt in the bank. Basically, not have a hole through your pocket. Other stuff are important to me right now than just buying everything with video games. All my money with video games. You know, it's like no hard feelings, but don't have a really paying job at the moment, and it's kind of hard to keep up with money. So, yeah. Plus, I have all that money I will now have to pay for the phone that is broken. Which is great. Beautiful. 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 Again, what can you do? There's not much you can do about money, you know. If it was up to me, everybody in the world would be rich. But if everybody in the world would be rich, it wouldn't really make sense anymore. Oh, no, 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 no. What? What happened? What? What? No. I got stuck. I got stuck. I got fucking stuck. I need to hurry. Must go quicker. Must be faster. Must be faster. Okay, that's good.
Reach for me, Jugger girl.
I got my juggernaut. I got my juggernaut. I got my juggernaut and my quick revive. Quick revive. Quick revive. Alright.
Dipped in cat piss.
So, yeah, well, that happened. One down, round 13. Goal is to make it to, I think on Doris I made it to 30. Did I make it to 32 or something like that? I feel like I made it pretty far on Doris. I can't remember. It's been a few days. Whatever. We'll go for 35. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, we'll go for 30 first. Because 35 might be a goal I can't hit just because of... I don't know. I haven't played this map in a long time. I'm making excuses. I'll shut up now. But, we got that Predator swag. Okay, so, got Fallout 4 in a couple of weeks, too. Which is gonna be amazing. In 3 weeks, we have Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is gonna be kind of hard to record. I don't know what their policies are. I gotta look that up. But, there's nothing against it unless it's monetized, and I don't have monetizing on my videos yet. I don't think so. Well, I don't. I know I don't. But, yeah. I'll look into that. But it's also just hard because it is a long game. That's over, I think they said, after 40 hours in, the creators were still finding stuff that they even didn't know was in the game. So, that's a big... Oh, that's a big, ridiculous amount of time that I probably just don't have to put in a video. And I'll try to put as much in there as possible, but we'll see. We will see. Well, you will try to do the game as much as possible. As much as possible. We'll be doing live streams for zombies and stuff in a few weeks if you guys are interested in that. It will be legendary, to say the least, and we will conquer stuff. We'll be doing live streams. We won't be doing Easter egg hunting. I'm not really into that just because it takes so much time, and I don't have really a huge zombie team. I don't really have any zombie team at the moment. If you guys want to be part of my zombie team, you can, see, you can add me on PlayStation. My gamer tag is Source3777. It's pretty relatively easy to remember. And no guarantee if you'll be picked, but if you're smart and you're not loud or annoying to viewers' ears, you'll be fine. And that's no disrespect to younger kids. It's just that people don't want to watch a video with very high, squeaky, loud people. And, you gotta respect that to an extent. I wouldn't want people to have me in a video if I'm just going, oh shit, oh fuck, really loud and just being obnoxious, like, all around. It would just be, oh god. I'd want them to fucking slap me. But yeah, it will be fun. It will be delightful. It will be very delightful to kill some zombies on Shadows of Evil and the Giant. So yeah, it will be fun, and we will destroy countless zombies together and rank up because there is a ranking system, and there is a ranking system in Black Ops 3. So. Zombies. Zombies does have a ranking system, so see how that works. First game, you know, we'll see everything. Like, well, I'll do a reaction type video on my first game played, and we will go from there. We'll do Shadows of Evil first, and then we'll do the Giant. Actually, never mind. Scratch that. Might do the Giant first because it's more of a rare map. I don't know. We'll decide when we get there. I will decide when we get there. There's a very good chance that I won't be able to do the unboxing. But if I don't, I'll make it up to you guys somehow. I will make it up to you in some fashion. I will make it up to you, up to you, up to you. I am using... Oh, crap. I'm using my old phone, and it's not very fun to use. So, yeah. It tells you in the predicament that I am in. Round 16. Sweet. Sweetness. No, I've been using the ray gun a little bit too long. So we did all the World at War maps on Black Ops, which, yeah, probably was cheating, but we are now on Black Ops, and we're doing Kino Der Toten, Kino Der Toten, yeah, Kino Der Toten, which is my favorite. Well, it's one of my favorites. So glad we're on this map, and probably should pack a punch the MP40. I like to use the MP40 quite a bit, and MP40 is really good on this map. And yeah, MP40 was probably the main weapon I ever used on this map all the time, more than any other. For Shinonuma, well, basically all of World at War, it was the Thompson. But on Black Ops, it was the MP40. And on Black Ops 2, it's the MP5. So... that's basically how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. For Black Ops 3, I don't know what it'll be. It'll be something a little different. A little different. My hand is asleep. My hand is asleep. My hand is a fucking sleep. Hard to play with asleep. A hand that is asleep. Asleep, 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 asleep. I believe that this is the way you die. Some of the fondest memories on this map will always be the glitches. There were so many glitches at launch, it was redonkulous. Well, maybe I'm thinking of Ascension 2. But this map had a lot of awesome stuff. I personally condone glitch cheating, okay? I do not use glitches as a way to get to a higher round. I have used glitches just to get outside the map, just for shits and giggles. Never used it to get to a high round or anything like that. Because I feel like that kind of ruins the whole point of leaderboards, is if you're going to just cheat your way to the top of the leaderboards. It's kind of stupid. Because a lot of people spend a lot of time doing that. But I know some of you kids don't give a shit, so my words are pointless. They're pointless, man. They're pointless. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Unless your parents consent to it. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? Okay. Drugs are bad, okay? See, children, drugs are bad. Oh shit! Gotta do Kobe on that motherfucker. We also have another game coming out, and it stars Battlefront. And you guys notice I've probably been releasing a lot of Battlefront videos, and that is kind of why. This zombie was glitched. We do some Battlefront because Battlefront is where it's at, and yeah. They announced 3 new heroes. You get to play as the Emperor, Han Solo, and Princess Leia. Very cool, very cool. As for DLC, I don't know who we will be able to play. I hope they add more heroes as DLC comes out. If they do prequel DLC or Clone Wars, I want to play as Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and of course Yoda or something like that. Mace Windu. Mace Windu would be cool to play as. Or Jango Fett. That'd be cool. Count Dooku. They did a Clone Wars. If they did a Clone Wars DLC, it should be, you know, 4 new hero / villain characters. Should probably be Jango Fett and Count Dooku, and Yoda and maybe Yoda or Mace Windu and maybe honestly, I don't know who else would be a good role for that. Huh. Maybe Jar Jar. No, I'm kidding. Fuck that. No, fuck that. Oh, God. If they have anything... I honestly would hope that, like, Jar Jar's bones are found, like, on a map. That would be funny as hell. As an Easter egg. Come on. Make it happen. Nobody likes Jar Jar. Like, I don't know a single person that likes Jar Jar. Misa will save you. You saved my life. Misa so grateful. Misa Jar Jar Binks. Fuck. Gosh, I hate that fucking guy. I hate it. So glad he wasn't in episode 2. Oh. Actually, was he even in episode 3? Actually, I don't even think he was in episode 3. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think he was. He didn't talk, but he was there. He was in the Clone Wars TV series, and those were the episodes I didn't really care for. He's not as bad as people probably make him out to be. It's just like, it's such an annoyance. It's like, I understand George Lucas was trying to make like the new Yoda or the new, you know, big character, but it was just not what I feel like he had in mind. I feel like something along the line was kind of fucked up. Did not help the Star Wars trilogy also for those prequels. Probably should have sold them to Disney much sooner. It wasn't the acting. I know people don't like whatever his name is that played Anakin. I didn't feel like his acting was horrible. It was not good. It was definitely not good. And there was a lot of crying that really just fucking throws it off, but I wouldn't say it's horrible acting. I feel like McGregor did a pretty good job as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, he was born for that role. I feel like if they ever did like an Obi-Wan Kenobi, like movie that's, you know, kind of like how they're doing a Boba Fett movie and stuff, Ethan McGregor should come back as Obi-Wan. I feel like that would be a great idea. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm about to die. I'm about to die.